Okay, welcome back. In this video, I'll be introducing you to the Jupyter Notebook project. This is a very powerful tool for data scientists, researchers, and students. In case you don't know, Jupyter is short for Julia, Python, and R, which are three popular programming languages, and Jupyter was originally designed to offer a single platform for marrying these languages. It's now evolved to become a more universal platform for interactive computing and storytelling with data. Its popularity stems in large part from its clean, interactive interface that combines code cells, where your program lives, with text cells that allow for you to make use of the Markdown language in order to add context, notes, and tutorials to your programs. Ultimately, we'll be running Python locally on our computer, but our work is going to take place in our browser. This means we'll have access to the capabilities of our browser for displaying visualizations and adding rich text without the need of coding in HTML or accessing the internet. One of the primary advantages of Jupyter is the ability to explain your process, program, and results in the same file as the syntax analysis and output. Further, we can publish these notebooks online and allow for members of the data science community to reproduce our findings or even improve upon them. For example, if you take a look at the notebook released by OpenAI for their DALL-E text-to-image AI product, you can see that the authors made a demo of this product publicly available and they walk you through their syntax. And it's important to note that this is not a static PDF. Take a look at these data visualization programs offered by Google's tutorial. The output is produced directly in our notebook. And once again, although this is being run from your browser, no internet connection is needed. Rather, part of the genius of Jupyter Notebooks is that the software does not have all of the weight of a full-fledged text and visualization package. It's making use of the fact that our computers already have this pre-installed in our browsers. Okay, let's talk about installing Jupyter, which is 100% free and open source. To install Jupyter, I strongly recommend you take advantage of the Anaconda distribution package. Not only will this give you Jupyter, but it will provide you with virtually any library that you will need as a burgeoning data scientist. So we're going to start by downloading Anaconda at anaconda.com. Select download, choose the correct version for your operating system, and follow the installation prompts. Now that we have it installed, we can go ahead and skip logging in and simply launch Jupyter Notebook using our browser of choice. I very much recommend Google Chrome for most data science projects. This brings us to our root folder. I recommend creating a new folder here specifically for storing your programs. We'll refer to this as our directory, and later we can even modify the settings in Jupyter to directly launch from this root directory. Now, let's create our first Jupyter Notebook. As always, my first cell will be a text cell where I use the hashtag markdown symbol to create a heading for my notebook. Next, I'll test out a simple line of code. Finally, let's name our program. And don't forget to save. Now, it's important to distinguish between Jupyter and Anaconda. Jupyter is a simple notebook that you can use for programming and data storytelling. Anaconda is a full-blown distribution system that incorporates a lot more than just Jupyter Notebook. For this reason, it's best to avoid launching the robust Anaconda when you're simply just looking to run some Python code. Instead, we're going to run Jupyter through what's called a terminal. This is similar to operating your computer using its command line interface. It allows you to interact with your computer's operating system using commands entered with the keyboard. Communicating with your computer using the command line has its own language, and I'll include a list of functions that you might find helpful with this video. Find the Anaconda prompt installed on your computer as part of your Anaconda installation. This is your terminal for accessing Jupyter. If you intend to work with Jupyter pretty frequently, you can even consider simply creating a shortcut to this terminal on your taskbar. To launch Jupyter, simply type the phrase Jupyter Notebook into the terminal and hit enter. This will launch your root directory folder. Toggle to the data science directory and you should see your program there. So in conclusion, Jupyter Notebooks is going to offer us a flexible local environment, empowering us to craft, compute, and chronicle our data stories. And that about does it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.